Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Eva, and this channel is dedicated to natural hair and growing a community where we can learn, love and manage it together. Now I know that I've been away for a bit, but I'm back, and in this video I will be showing you the final part of my natural hair routine. Now if this is your first time on my channel and you're not already subscribed, welcome to the community. It's great to have you here, and I'd really appreciate it if you could please click the subscribe button down below and also turn on the bell notification button so you're notified every single time I post a new video. If you like the sound of this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and in the comment section down below please feel free to leave me any tips, questions, or if you have any video ideas, please leave them down in the comment section below. Now without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So I have blown out my hair in this video, and that's because it helps me see where I need to trim off the ends. And if you'd like to see how I blow out my hair, please let me know in the comment section down below. So I decided to do this whole side of my head and the back of this, a bit of it, off camera with the help of my beautiful mother. She helped me to cut it and shape it, and it's looking very good, I must say. The shape of it, it's got more volume. So yeah, that's definitely great. So I'm now just going to go ahead and do the last part of my head. So my camera quality wasn't as good because I had to switch filming devices, so I will try and explain this to the best of my ability. It's really important to use hair shears instead of normal regular scissors, and I say this because if you use regular scissors you are going to damage your hair even more. So I'm going to start off by detangling my section and making sure everything is straight and even. Next I'm going to take the section of hair in between my index finger and my middle finger and pull it down right up until I get to the bit I want to trim off. Then I'm going to take the scissors and cut off those ends. I like to do this a couple of times on that section, maybe around 2 or 3 times, because I find that sometimes I do leave out little ends that haven't been trimmed off that need to be. So just for accuracy, I like to do it at least 2 or 3 times. So I'm just going to go through it one more time. Take the section of hair in between your index and middle finger. Eye up the bits that you want to trim off and make it level with those fingers. Then take your scissors and trim it. I like to start detangling with a wide tooth comb and then go in with a fine tooth comb, just so that the fine tooth comb can get out all the smaller tangles that the wide tooth comb was not able to get. For me personally, I don't have a set schedule as to when I trim my hair. When I see that the ends aren't looking particularly good, I just trim it off. However, I understand that that's different. Everybody has a different experience with trimming their hair, so you do what feels right for you. So this is how much hair I trimmed off. So as you can see, it looks like quite a lot, but if you think about it in the long run, this is really beneficial because my hair is going to grow and it's healthier. So this is how much I lost. Right guys, I know I'm a little bit lower down right now. That's perfect for what I want to do for the last part of my hair routine, which is braid up or twist up depending on how I'm feeling my hair. So I remember last time I did this, I did braids, but when I think back at it now, it didn't really give me much flexibility with my hair and like the styles that I could do compared to twists, which are so flexible, and I was able to just put my hair in buns or braid like the twists. So today I think I'm gonna do twists again. It's also less time consuming as well. It is currently 8 o'clock and it normally takes me about 3 hours, so we're looking at a finish time around 11. I don't want to proceed 12 midnight. I just don't think I'd have the energy to make my hair actually look as good as it should. So my stop time would probably be about 11, latest 11:30. This is a perfect time for me to just put on any Netflix or any BBC iPlayer. Right now I'm really liking watching Death in Paradise, which is one of my favorite series to watch. But I think I'm gonna go for a movie this time because in the time that I'm doing this, it's probably the best. I probably like this part of my hair routine the most because apart from like the twisting up, it's just a really good way for me to relax and watch whatever it is I watch, because I'm an A-level student, so I don't really get a lot of time to watch whatever series I do. But when I do, I really like to just keep calm and like relax. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm also got some food with me because I know how long this is gonna take. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop in my earphones and I'm gonna pop on a movie and just sit and watch. So I'll see you guys when I'm done. I'm going to be using a rat tail comb to part the sections in the back. So I shouldn't really be worrying much about the back because nobody's really going to see it. But I like to make sure everything's even at the start of me doing my hair. So I'm just going to use that to section it off. It will be more beneficial for me when I'm coming to do the top bit of my hair because I like that to be even and I like to have a parting as well. So before I start twisting my hair, I like to detangle it first and put in water and make sure that it's soft and manageable. So I'll just spray water all in that section and then add a little bit of oil as well. I like to go in with some jasmine oil. I use this in the first part of my natural hair routine, and if you haven't watched that, I'll leave that in the description box down below. Now I'm going in with my avocado and aloe vera oil. I have already spoken about the benefits of those two products in the first part of my natural hair routine. So if you'd like to see that, I'll leave that in the description box down below. Here I'm just topping up on a bit more of some jasmine oil so that my hair is extra soft and the moisture will be locked in as soon as I twist the hair. And then I'd like to detangle it once all the product is in my hair. So when it comes to doing the twists, I like to just do 2 strand twists and keep it simple. I like them to be a little on the thin side, mainly because I think it's easier to style that way. Sometimes as I get to the end of my twists, I do like to braid them just to make sure they don't unravel when I'm sleeping or when I'm putting on pieces of clothing, because that does tend to happen to me quite a lot. So just braiding that twist at the end is really helpful to me. I like to stretch out the twists because they make the twist look longer. So to do this, I use hair bands and I just tie up the hair. So I start off with a ponytail, then I tie it 1/4 of the way, half of the way, and then 3/4, and then one more at the end as well. So this takes about 4 or 5 hair bands. So I'm almost done, everybody. It's currently 10:20. It's taken me a lot less time than I thought it would. I thought it would probably be done around 11, but it looks like I could probably get it done by 10:45, which is an added bonus. What I'm about to do now is just do the final front bit of my hair. And I also want to show you my nighttime routine for my hair. This is something I do every single night before I go to bed. and it's really short and really simple, so I will show you guys after I finish doing this last bit of hair. So I like my partings to be on point and slick. It took me forever to work out where I wanted this parting to be. Originally I was going to go for a middle part, and then I just got too tired trying to figure out where it should be and opted for a side parting. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and detangle it. Stay all night to see the city lights. Hi everybody, good evening. It is currently coming up to 9:45, so I think it's around 9:40. So I've brushed my teeth and I've had a shower, so the only thing that's left for me to do is do my hair and my bedtime hair routine. I've just taken down my braids already. I put them in cute little ponytails, bunchies, and then I braided them, and then the hairstyle that I wore today was kind of inspired by Frida Kahlo, where she has the braids like that and that. You may notice that my braids look a little bit thinner. I've had these twists in my hair for roughly 3 to 5 days, and when I first had them in, I thought they were a bit too thick and big, so I took some of them down, or the majority of them down, and I made them a bit thinner, so that's why they look a bit thinner. So I'm now going to take down my twists. I like to massage the scalp a bit. I like to do this into 2 sections, so I split my hair down the middle. Whilst I'm doing one side, I tie the other side up. I first go in with a bit of water, because I have low porosity hair, I don't like to spray too much water into my hair because it will just mean that my hair will take a very long time to dry. So I like to just spritz it maybe about 3 to 4 times. I think this bottle is very, very helpful to me because it's a mist and it doesn't spray so much water onto my hair, meaning that it won't dry quick enough. It won't dry because I know the water is probably just sitting there on my hair. I like to just work it in with my hands. Once I finish doing that, I like to go in with some more oil. I find this oil is very, very helpful to me. It's really helping with my itchy scalp because sometimes I do get a lot of, my scalp does itch a lot, so I find this is really helpful. I think it's also been helping my hair become a bit more thicker. So I like to just put this, I did forget to mention it is very slippery. So I like to just put this, a bit of it in my hand, or sometimes I just like to get the applicator and put a few drops on my scalp. So definitely by the back of my head as well. Once all of that is in, and I think I've got enough, I like to just massage it into my scalp. Now you can do this for as long as you feel is necessary. Personally, I think a good 2 minutes is okay for my scalp. Once I'm done, I like to get a bit more and just coat it on my hair strands because I've just put it on my scalp, but I haven't actually got any on the length of my hair and at the ends. So I just like to get a bit of that. And when that is completely done, I just like to braid up my hair because I feel like when I braid it up in these twists, I don't know how well you can see, but it makes it go really nice and wavy, and I really, really do like that. So I'm gonna do that. Now that I've done this side of my head, I'm now going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side of my head off camera. Okay, so both sides of my head are done. What I like to do is I also like to just tie them together. Makes them look more straight when I wake up in the morning. A tip for you guys, which I think is very, very important. When you're buying hairbands or using any hairbands, do not buy the ones with the metal bit in between it that keeps it that holds it together. I do advise that you buy the ones with just the elastic, no metal bit. The reason being is that the metal bit can, when you're taking it out, it can snag at your hair and rip it out. So now that all of that is done, I like to put some oil on my edges. I'm going to take my glasses off for this because I don't want them to get all over my glasses. So at the moment I am trying to, I don't know how well you can see here, I will also insert pictures, but I'm trying to grow back a bit of my edges. Way before I started properly taking care of my natural hair, I used to love to do the high ponytail with the slick back gel and everything. I think the only thing I didn't do was my edges, mainly because I didn't know how to do them, and even when I did like try and attempt to do them, I just didn't like doing it. So I just haven't done my edges ever before. I have noticed that I started to get a lot of like patches at like this. It's got a lot better now, I must say, but I had a few patches where it's just a bit sparse. My mum first pointed it out to me and she's like, Eva, you're pulling your hair too much, and I just brushed it off saying, oh no, it's nothing, it's always been like that, blah blah blah. But she was absolutely right, as mothers are, mothers know best. So I've been on a mission, and I think I have been getting there, to grow this back. So I've made this oil and it's got ginger and onion in it. I like to put a bit of it, not much, a bit of it on my edges at night. So I just put my finger within the jar, just get it off, because this oil is very runny. So if I'm not careful, I'm gonna have oil dripping down my face when I'm going to bed, and I don't want that either. So I like to just go in, put a bit on. I only put this on at night, mainly because it has such a strong smell to it. You can put essence in it as well, which I have done, but obviously the ginger and the onion will have a strong smell. So I only like to put this on during the evening time, so it doesn't really smell on me during the day. And then just lightly rub it in with my fingertips. Always the fingertips, never the fingernails. Now to the protection of my hair during the night. So I like to double up when I'm going to bed. So I first like to put this scarf on, satin I believe this is. I would advise wearing a satin or a silk bonnet or scarf, or sleeping with a satin or silk pillowcase in bed, because the satin / silk, whichever one you prefer to use, eliminates the friction of our hair and smooths it and causes it to frizz up a lot less. So it means that when we're sleeping at night, there's not a lot of friction, especially if you're somebody that likes to move around a lot. So I like to go in with this first. So that just protects the hairline and my hair, especially as I've got the oil in, so it's keeping the oil in. So that is all done. And then I like to go in with this bonnet. Now this bonnet has a satin lining and this silk. You could buy these. I will leave a link in the description box down below as to where you can purchase a bonnet. I will leave the links to everything that I've used in the description box down below. However, I cannot for the bonnet because it is my own and I made it at home. That is it for today's video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. We are at the end of my natural hair routine. As I said before, if you haven't watched parts 1 or 2, I will leave them in the description box down below so you can click the links to watch those. I really do hope that you enjoyed all 3 of these videos, and I really do hope that you took something out of it. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and please click the subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed and you would like to be a part of this beautiful community. And I hope you all have a great evening. I'm going to go to bed now, so good night, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.